Marlo, girl, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pop a squat real quick because we need to talk. Okay, so let's just start with the fact that everybody, I think we all have been rooting for Marlo for a very long time to be an official peach holder. I've got the peach. As far as friends of the Housewives go, she is probably the most iconic. She has so many great moments of her airing bitches out and just going as low as you can go.
But a person's mother don't want to be bothered with them. You know something.
I feel that you and I are cut from the same cloth. You know what? I take that back. We're not. You're all whore. Next time you talk about my hole between my legs, measure yours.
I'm not an escort, you are.
Anyway, that's why you don't have a man. Go on and hang with them with your ugly, stupid ass.
Sidebar to the fans of the Housewives franchises, y'all pick and choose who y'all let go low because Marlo has done some of the wildest shit on this show and we call it entertaining and it's funny and it's all this other kind of shit, but that lady has probably, to the best of my knowledge, well, besides Miss Phaedra, Marlo has gone lower than anybody else has ever gone. Either way, we have all been rooting for Marlo to finally get her peach. So let's start here with some positivity. I do think that Marlo is like a decent housewife or whatever. And when you really look at all of the boxes that a housewife needs to check off, Marlo checks out all the boxes. You know, she ain't got no husband, but you know. Which should be the main criteria, but neither here nor there. This is a TV show. It ain't real. It's reality TV, but it ain't real. She's well dressed. She can read. Well, she's gorgeous. She has a nice car. She has the fabulous lifestyle that we all expect a housewife to have. However, okay, wait, I'm trying to be more positive. Let me see if I can throw out some more positive things. You know, she became a momty, which we will get into. That's all about the positive. That's all that just about caps the positive message that I have for Miss Marlo. Here's where Marlo is going wrong for me personally. Everything about Marlo's storyline is made up. Everything about Marlo's life is fake. I want to say like Marlo is missing the main ingredient to being a housewife. The main ingredient. What makes a real housewife enjoyable through all of the mess is that little bit of touch of humanity. Now me, I'm a Kenya Moore fan. I'm a Kenya Moore stan, okay? And I get a lot of flack about that. But Kenya Moore has done a great job of showing up to work, but also giving you a peek into some of her deepest, darkest insecurities. One, she was not able to have a baby, or I don't know if she wasn't able to have a baby, but she hadn't had a child and she was desperately looking for love, marriage, and then the baby carriage. I think that is the little piece of humanity that we get from Kenya, but it is the most important and it is the thing that makes Kenya who she is. And a lot of people, me included, have been able to look beyond her bullshit because of that human side of her. Marlo has yet to reveal the true human side of her. No, you being a momty is not who you are. It's not anything that you've ever longed to do. You having an organization for foster kids, which I do think was a small peek into your life. I do appreciate that. But I think that we needed to go deeper into that direction. I think we needed to dive a lot deeper into you feeling like you're not enough. To you feeling like you've been abandoned, to you feeling like you are always in survival mode. Because if you ever watch how Marlo interacts with these people, she's never like 0 to like 5, 0 to 10, 0 to 15. That lady goes from 0 to a zillion in a minute. She knew that Kenya had issues with her mother and decided to use that as a read against Kenya. She decided to make fun of Kenya not having a kid. She keeps making fun of Kenya and her situation with Mark. She keeps trying her best to tear this lady down. And I think that all of that stems from insecurity and that stems from being hurt. But we need to be let into that. We need to get a peek into who Marlo actually is and why you are the way that you are. People need to have some connection to you, and right now we don't have any still. We just have the lady who come into a scene starting shit for no fucking reason. Like, that scene where her and Sheree was outside dogging Candy out the way that they was, I was so taken aback by that, just because, like, we know that Marlo can go low, but the way she went in on Candy was like she was never trying to build a friendship with this lady, and then met up with her in a sauna a couple of days later, crying and begging Candy for some more attention. And this is how you feel about this lady, that she dates down and she been a hoe all her life and her pussy is rotten and shit. It's just like, Marlo, why would you want to be somebody's friend like that if that's really how you feel about them, you know? Marlo really needs to sit down and think about how she wants to be perceived on this show. Because right now, we just see a vicious attack dog. We don't see a human yet. We don't see anybody that we connect to. And speaking of we don't see nobody human yet, let's get into the Monty thing, all right? So, Marlo made the decision to take in her nephews after their mother went to prison, which was a great thing. And we all were just like, wow, that's really big of Marlo, because, again, we don't know too much about Marlo besides the fact that she likes to shop, she likes to look good, and she likes to lay on her back for billionaire bucks. And girl, I mean, if you got a spare billionaire in your pocket, girl, hook me up, because, you know, I mean, I'm not opposed. However, that's all we really know about you. We know very surface level things. So when we saw that you were taking in your nephews, we was like, oh, give Marlo a fucking peach, because this lady got something to talk about. Now we got something to hold on to. And in the first few episodes, it was great watching Marlo interact with her nephews and being there for them, and the scenes with her sister, and just how loving it seemed. But I'm not even gonna lie to you, somewhere underneath the surface for me felt like that shit just did not feel genuine. The tears didn't feel real. The hurt didn't even feel real. And it feels like Marlo Marlo is in just like a perpetual survival mode. That lady don't know nothing else but survival. So all of those alligator tears and all of that emotion that she was performing for the camera, none of that shit was real. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel like it was real, because she kicked those boys out as soon as she could. And not because she had an actual problem with them, but because she knew that was going to give her something else to talk about. The well was running dry with oh, my sister's in prison and what can I talk about now? You got to have something else to talk about in the next scene with the girls. So, oh, what to do now? Kick the boys out and blame it on them not being able to wash their clothes and them doing this and that, and there's holes in the walls. Like, girl, now, which I don't know if I believe that the boy actually punched a hole in the wall or if he didn't, but if he did, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Those kids are suffering, first of all, probably from feeling abandoned. Their mother is in prison, and then a woman who was raised in the foster care system, takes your nephews under her wing, takes responsibility for them, and then throw those two boys onto somebody else, just throws them away like they ain't nothing. That doesn't feel vaguely familiar to you? That doesn't feel like, as somebody who was raised in a foster care system, that doesn't feel wrong? Now, granted, I will give Marlo this. You can only do so much with the tools that you have been given in life. I don't think that Marlo really has the tools to be a great mom. I don't think Marlo has the tools to really be a good person, to be a good friend, to be a good sister, to be a good ally, to be a good anything. I think Marlo has the tools as a survivor to be there is a word that I'm looking for that is just not coming to my mind right now. But Marlo, because Marlo is always in survival mode, Marlo is always working. She's always working. So this wasn't that kicking them out wasn't nothing but for the storyline. Unfortunately for her, it really just opened our eyes up to who she really is and what she's really about, which there ain't nothing to her. It's all surface level. It's all surface level. And until we get into somebody's therapy chair for real, because she was talking about she was in therapy, but until she starts taking therapy seriously and until she started making some actual changes in her life and addressing the issues that I really think that she has with herself, and probably, I don't know if her parents are still alive or if she has any contact with them, but until she gets some closure on that situation, she might just be out here just hurting everybody else in the process. That's why she came to that event and instantly cut Kenya to the white meat talking about Mark. That's why she instantly took that swing at Candy. Not an actual swing, but that's why she went so low with Candy, because Marlo is hurting and she ain't doing nothing but spreading her hurt to other people like it's COVID. That lady needs to get some help for real, and that's what we want to see. Now, contrary to, like, I think popular opinion, I think that most people watch this show because of the drama now. But I'm one of those rare Housewife fans that actually loves the familial drama and the family backstories and those personal storylines. I think that is a great area for Marlo to focus on. She need to come to this reunion and really figure out how she wants people to perceive her. Because if she doesn't, she's going to run the risk of, she's going to be used by Bravo to be their puppet. And working on it, but it do pay the bills. So Marlo just got to figure out whatever it is that she needs to do for herself and for her relationship with her nephews. And I think that, and I'm assuming that she's going to take those boys back in, but how do you even repair that damage? You know, because you fucking them up worse now. Because now they feeling like the little bit of stability that they had can be taken away from them just like that. Because they wishy-washy ass auntie will kick their ass out. Because they don't know how to wash clothes. Like, girl, calm down, Marlo. This was my Housewives Deep Dive. And I just wanted to take a few minutes just to talk about my feelings with Marlo. And girl, that rotten, I got the peach. That peach is rotten as hell, and you are going to let this opportunity pass you by without really taking advantage of what you could actually do with it. Like, people seeing you actually work through your real trauma, I think would be so great for the viewers. Would give you a lot of points with the girls, and would probably get you into a lot of better spaces. Because I don't feel like the cast really accepts you as family yet. I think that everybody just kind of looks at you as like a snake in the water. Sheree, you know what? I might do my deep dive on Sheree ass next. I actually want to talk about Sonya, because Sonya, you've fallen into the trap and you really, really, really lining yourself up with the wrong people. And I think I really pegged you. Ooh. I pegged you from the beginning. When you took that information back to Marlo in the very beginning, when all the girls was talking about the confusion going on at Marlo's event, and then you took that information and went back to her, and you don't even know these people like that yet, for real, it was very, very telling of who you were going to be on this show, which is a dick rider, and you trying to get in everybody here and try to find your way on this show. Be a genuine ass person. Be a real honest and vulnerable person. Your story about your husband about to leave your ass because you won't have another baby, that's something very interesting. That's something that we can really talk about. Let's deep dive in that. And you had the right idea by not having a baby, but you about to get pregnant because you're trying to save your baby. Girl, it is a lot with you. Yeah, I think I'm coming to Sonya next. I'm gonna wait for Sheree. I'm coming to you next, Sonya. But yeah, that has been my deep dive with Marlo. And yeah, I'll see y'all for the next one. Peace out.